Hi, my name's Maddie and we're here today to do some grammar practice. I know you're all super excited about the thought of that, but honestly we're going to make it as fun as I can. So today I thought we'd talk about verbs and nouns because one day when I was teaching in my classroom, a boy in my class asked, "Miss, is the word walk a verb or a noun?" And all of the children said it's a verb because they know that they walk to school and it's an action and it's a doing word. And he said, but I also think it's a noun because I've seen it used as a noun before. And everybody started investigating and then we stopped and decided, let's have a proper look at it. So we know that a noun is the name of a person, place or thing. And we know that a verb is an action word or a being word. And that's where it sometimes gets a bit tricky with verbs because sometimes we think that verbs all have an action and they're all a doing word. But there are lots of verbs that don't have an action and they're a being word. So let's investigate. I've put together something for us to have a quick look at, and I know that you're going to really understand how sometimes some words can function as a verb and a noun depending on their job in the sentence. Okay, so I've put some words up here and I know that lots of you are probably already thinking that you know which ones are the nouns and they're the ones that begin with a capital letter and you probably know that they're proper nouns. But let's read through the words. We've got Manchester, am, run, mess, walk, are, book, plug, Tuesday, play, is, have, light and water. And I know that lots of you will be thinking that you know which one is a noun and which one is a verb. But instead of just talking about them, we're going to talk about how they function in the sentence. So I thought we could put together a Venn diagram. Well, we often use these in maths when we're categorising numbers or criteria, but we're going to do it today for grammar. And we're going to have nouns here and verbs here, and words that function as both a noun and a verb we're going to put in the middle. So yeah, I know that we've got Manchester and Tuesday, and they're both proper nouns, so they're both definitely going to go into the noun side, and we can get rid of them from our list. And they're definitely proper nouns, and that's the name of places like landmarks, names of days of the week, months of the year, languages, nationalities. They all deserve it. Your name deserves a capital letter because it's a proper noun. But when we start delving a bit deeper and we look at something like run, okay, so run fits in with walk like we talked about earlier. We can say I run to school and that would be a verb, but I know that lots of you would say, come on, let's go for a run, or I walk, and that would be a noun. So I'm going to put walk and run in here because we've just proved that they can work as a noun and a verb. Now see if you can see any other words that can do that, that can function as a noun and a verb. If you were thinking of mess, then you would be right, because lots of you will have been told that your bedroom is a mess, and you've probably also been told no, not to mess with your food, or don't mess with what's on the table, and that would be a verb. So can you hear the difference? Don't mess with your food, and your room is a mess. Let's go for our walk. Let's go for our run. So they're all nouns. Just like book and plug, okay? So you can pick up a book, but you can book a ticket, and that would be a verb. Let's book some tickets for the football and pick up your book. And the same with plug. So I know that you can pick up a plug, or there's a plug on the end of the wire, and that would be a noun, but we could also say plug the kettle in, and that would be a verb. So let's sort those out. Now I'm going to come to some verbs which aren't often the first verbs that you think of, and they are am, are, is and have. Now all of those are verbs, but they don't have an action, and that's because they're being verbs. I am a girl. We are in year 4. The sun is shining tonight. I have brown hair. Now they're all verbs, but they've not got an action. But don't forget about them. But they don't function as nouns. Okay, so where are we up to? We've got 3 left. Now I wonder if you know what they are. Water, light, play. At first you might think they're all things, or are they verbs? So we could say, I would like some water to drink, and that would be a noun. But you could also say, go and water the plants, and that would be you've got it, a verb. We could do the same with light, turn on the light, that would be a noun. Or you could say, can you light the fire or the candle, and that would be a verb. So I'm going to leave you with play to have a think about, is play a noun, is play a verb, or is it one of those words that can function as both, depending on how you use it in the sentence? See you next time.